What's up? You guys can hear me now. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. How is everyone? What's going on in the world? No audio. It was broken. Can you hear me now? Or your mom's bull? Let me know. Let me know if everybody can hear me. You guys can't see Rudy. It's Rudy the producer. But right now Rudy's in he's in a restaurant with his brother and they're celebrating Tottenham being the top of the championship. They're pretty excited. They're pretty excited to uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's coming back. Okay, you can hear me. Um, were we at war the last time we all met? I don't think we were. I think the last time we all met, we had not joined World War III yet. You know what's really gross? A too ripe banana. Let's get some people in here. Let's get some vibes out. Let's see what's happening in the world of what do you call it? Politics? I don't know. World War III. There's been kind of a busy day in that we fired Christy Noam. Let's look into that. Christy Noam out of a job. Let's check in on her. All right. Let's check it out, guys. I hate these little fucking paywall bullshits. Trump removes Noam as DHS Secretary. Christy Noam, the embattled Department of Homeland Security Secretary, has been removed from her position by Donald Trump. In a post on Truth Social, the president said that Noam served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results before noting that she would become the special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, a new security initiative that he plans to announce this week in Doral, Florida, with Latin America. The Shield? Uh-oh. This is terrifying. Has anybody else heard about this? I'm gonna apply. The Shield of America. That's good. I like how many dumb names we have as a country now. Isn't that exciting to have dumb names again? The Shield of America, Operation, what's this fucking Deep Impact or some bullshit? What is it? Operation Epic Fury. Operation Epic Fury. Okay, let's look at this. We're going to share this one. U.S. sailors partook in a time-honored tradition of writing messages or their own names on bombs loaded onto planes during Operation Epic Fury. Sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln marked the ordinances. They helped prepare for the mission, according to recent photos posted while U.S. tasking. The photos show ordinances, which appear to be GBU-31s, a 2,000-pound direct munition being staged, blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine this? The just writing your name on there. Is Mark Wayne Mullet the actual? That's fucking dope. But can you imagine writing your name on a bomb that's gonna just go on a apartment block full of women drying their clothes? They're like, this is for Trent. This is for Mark. This is for Alan, my buddy Alan, that was in a room in Kuwait and he got hit by a bomb. Take this, you mothers. Let's a mega warrior. Okay, the Trump announced that he was nominating the Republican Senator Mark Wayne Mullen to be the new Homeland Security Secretary. That's the guy who last week he tried to snatch the African American senator's sign out of his hand. That's great. This is really great. Let's see. A mega warrior and former undefeated professional MMA fighter. The dumbest nation. We are so fucking stupid. Why is a fucking MMA fighter in the government? Everything in our fucking country is like, meet the new secretary of the economy. He was a fucking he designed a Bitcoin that he rug pulled on a bunch of seniors. It was called Elder Coin, and as soon as people invested, he disappeared to the Dutch Antilles. But now he's back. We pardoned him, and he's the secretary of the economy. Fucking dumbass country. I know some of you guys are indifferent. I also love that this sign has been up this whole time. The sleep apnea is linked to this household item. Stop using it. And it's just a woman coming. What? Sorry about that, guys. Okay, and then this is as the only Native American in the Senate, Mark Wayne is a fantastic advocate for our incredible tribal communities. Mark Wayne will work tirelessly to keep our border services borders secure, stop migrant crime, murderers, and other criminals from illegally entering our country, end the scourge of illegal drugs, and make America safe again. We got a new one, Massa. They would do that. They would come up with a acronym called Make America Safe Again that is the main ingredient in tortillas. Isn't that cool? We're so fucking dumb. We're so stupid. I mean, I know that you guys, there's like redeemable parts of this country. There's probably a majority redeemable, but whoever's in charge right now is just the dumbest people in the world. I know that a lot of them are just like criminals and crooks and just like corporate guys who are just like, let's take advantage of these dumbasses who are gonna who just we can let them nominate like a like we'll let them nominate a fucking MMA fighter for the Secretary of Homeland Security. Meanwhile, we'll just hollow out Denali and we'll just fucking take every Jesus Christ. Claude, with Ducharme, it sounds like you are. It sounds like you are a Canadian yourself. Hey, Rudy, will you just tell me in the chat if I play a song from YouTube, will I get demonetized or whatever? Will I get like throttled? Just play it. I can't hear you. Okay, cool. This guy, I found out this. You guys have all seen this guy. What the fuck it is? Tom. Yeah, this guy. You guys have all seen this guy, Tom McDonald. He's like a. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a fucking loser! Look at this picture. Look at all this shit. He's supposed to be like the right's answer to hip hop, but this is this song.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people...
I want to say something real quick. Here's what I want to say. Tom, you're a fucking Canadian. Shut the fuck up. You live in rural BC. You've never had to deal with a BLM march. You've never had to deal with a DEI hire taking what? The fucking shit you helped out your dad do while you were on parole. We live in such a stupid fucking time. And all these people are probably fucking 5.26 million subscribers. 3 million of those are people like us. Ironically watching just a heap of shit. But the fucking other 2 million are like, this is he's got 5.26 million subscribers, but this has 2.5 million views. Let's say half of them are ironic, but the other half think that this guy's like an American warrior and he's Canadian. He's not even, I hate this. I hate this, but let's watch a little bit more just because this guy's the dumbest piece of shit.
People have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police.
Not your streets. You don't live in a place with streets, and they aren't burning Canadian flags in the roads, all right? I've actually never seen a Canadian flag get burnt. So you're a fucking, just a dummy. What a dummy.
Taking illegals to prison.
Okay, again, not illegal. No illegals. You live in Canada. They have a completely different, this is not a problem for you. And they don't go to prison. They probably go to a very nice holding facility where they're then processed.
They got rainbows on their bedroom walls, and they swear to God that men can be women.
Okay.
They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell the fumes. They say.
Okay, how do you smell the fumes in BC? Because I'm going to tell you this: the wind and air patterns, they don't go that direction. We actually get your fumes. When there's a wildfire in Canada, it comes to New York and it turns it into Blade Runner. How did we get so stupid, you guys? I mean, I know that like we locked ourselves on computers and phones and we isolated ourselves from like actual, like it's easy to go on the internet and be like convinced that your emotions are real and then you can just like re kind of like double down on them. But anyways, can you guys tell I've had a lot of coffee? Is everybody feeling that? I'm back in New York. This is what we will officially. Yeah, Claude. I appreciate you guys helping put fires out. And I actually I would probably move to Canada in a heartbeat. If I had like a job offer and a like a setup. I was in Calgary for a week. Even though Calgary is like not a progressive place and I'm sure it gets boring. I was so happy. I was so happy for that week that I was in Calgary. I was going to the big public pool and every Canadian city. I think I've brought this up before, but because it's so cold up there, they have these giant aquatic and athletic centers where it's like um, a person is smart, people are done. Yeah, I agree with you, James. I don't think that's wrong. I mean, there's been plenty of examples of like whole societies like killing themselves because they saw a comet. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. I mean, I'm back in New York, which has been interesting because I was I was gone from home for a month. I don't live with my daughter and my ex-wife, but I live in the same building. But I hadn't seen her for like 3 weeks. Were you going to say something, Rudy? Yeah, I can hear you. Um, you know what I like, Claude? By the way, I'll finish that because I have such bad ADD and I've had like 1,000 cups of coffee. I I think that it's really hard to like go like like I can do it if I'm like Monday through Thursday. I can like come back and be in New York and then I go on the road on the weekend and then I come back. But being gone for a month was fucking rough. I came back and I was like I'd forgot how to like change a diaper. Luckily, my daughter is now potty trained, but there's still diapers involved. All the parents in here know. But Claude, I was going to say, I'm really proud of the Canadians for standing up. I think it's awesome that you guys are like not coming to Vegas or Palm Springs. I mean, I hope that you guys, maybe you're going to Mexico. I don't know, but yeah, don't fuck with us. We're being dickheads. I think you guys should take your toonies elsewhere. Um, but let's. I mean, do you guys like it at this point? Is like the news even like surprising? Like we're on like our it's February and I think we're on like our third war. We bombed Ecuador yesterday. Did you guys know that we bombed Ecuador? Um, this is just, I know this is a bummer, and we can talk about something else in a minute, but we probably should talk about this. What to know on the sixth day of the U.S. and Israel's war with Iran. I think Israel really did the heavy lifting in this war, and we just happened to be. It's kind of a master blaster situation. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Like almost like a Krang. Like Israel is definitely they started this, and then they were like, hey, America, that these guys were talking shit about you. They called you the white devil. President Trump said he must have a role in choosing Iran's next leader and called the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei unacceptable, adding a new layer of uncertainty into the war in the Middle East now on its sixth day. The conflict continues to spread, with new Israeli strikes in Lebanon and Tehran and Iranian drones hitting neighboring Azerbaijan for the first time. American Gulf allies, pummeled for days by Iranian missiles and drones, are rapidly running out of interceptors to shoot down those projectiles. That's going to be the big. That's going to be the big change in this war, and it's going to be. Oh, it is March. Thank you, Bloomy. Um, yeah, I think Europe is the spot. Although who knows? Shit like everybody that's pissed off has missiles that can reach Europe. I honestly think China might be the spot. I'm starting to think China. I see all these people driving these cheap electric cars, living in their like 3,000 square foot, like brand new build condos that are like, they don't own them, but they get like a 99-year lease. And it like rents like 60 Rimenbom or whatever. Rimenbim. I don't know what you call it. You guys, somebody on here probably knows. But I forgot what I was just going to say. That's going to be the big change in this war is if they run out of the interceptors, which I think is kind of like what the Iron Dome is. If these countries run out of those, then it's like there's nothing stopping some big damage. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I feel like I definitely am not condemning Iran. They didn't start this war. I probably can go to jail for that. Is that treason? Does anybody know if that's treason to say that I'm not mad at the enemy? I don't think we have free speech anymore. I really started this on a negative comment. I feel like I was so light and silly when I was in Las Vegas. I was in that laundromat, and I was like, kind of euphoric from my long distance run. And now I'm just back in New York, and it's cold, and the city is oppressing me. It's pushing down, and it's dirty. And yesterday I got hit by a salt truck. Not like the truck didn't hit me, but the salt truck came by and it just shot salt at me. Can you guys commiserate? Do you guys relate to being struck by salt? I Oh yeah. I don't know that I think that's Dragon Ball, right? But it is. It is less free. I this is a good example of free speech kind of declining is I was I had to reapply for global entry. I don't know if I've talked about this on here yet, but I had to reapply for global entry, and they they haven't denied me, but it hasn't happened, and I have a feeling that I'm going to get some kind of I'm going to be flagged for talking shit about ICE or something like that. Um, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh yeah, I mean, speaking of the free speech stuff, I will say this: since the takeover, like when the ICE shit really took off, and then the takeover of TikTok by Larry Ellison's Oracle group, um, I have been bombing, bombing on TikTok. Views in the hundreds where it used to be tens of thousands. And we just talked about that, Bloomy, but we can go back to it. Um, And YouTube has been flagging my stuff and delegitimizing it for me. I don't know what. They haven't like they say it's because I like played a song or something. Um, what do you mean? There's a flat Earth entry? You should apply for flat Earth entry. What is that? What's that cat? What's that mean? Is that a thing? I want to do that. Flat Earth entry. Is there like a job that's available? Also, I wanted to talk about this really quick. Um, in that announcement that they said that this guy Mark Wayne Mullen was going to be he was going to be the new Secretary of Homeland Security. Um, they said um, as a proud Native American or something. Does Mark Wayne look Native American, guys? Do you guys think he's leaning on the old? I have a Cherokee grandfather. I heard that a lot. Let's see. Let's see.
Are there measures being taken not to eliminate other possible alternatives to leadership?
This is war, and we're taking out the threat. And if you're part of the threat, then you're a target.
You'll concede this is war.
We haven't declared war. They declared war on us, but we haven't. War.
Let's go through that again.
Eliminate other possible alternatives to leadership.
This is war, and we're taking out the threat. And if you're part of the threat, then you're a target.
Do you guys see this guy?
Possible alternatives to leadership.
This is war.
Look at this Jesse Plemons ass. do you guys see this guy in the corner? It looks like a Jesse Plemons character. Yeah, he's definitely not Native American. He definitely also probably, the one drop rule, 1/32. That's so funny. Oh, hi Alice. I didn't realize that was you. My bad. I was like, who is that? God, way on me to bomb a joke. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Huh? You know, what I was thinking about was pretty funny today is I saw a bird, and I think it was dead, but it was a pigeon in New York, which is like, this is what living in New York is like, is you just see dead birds all the time. But the bird was like on its feet, and it had its head like against the ground, and I couldn't help but thinking like the bird had like hit its knee, and then like was like, fuck, just give me a second. And you never see animals do that. You really don't see animals get fucked up like that very often, like where an animal like bumps into a door or something like that. But I would like to see like a dog like bump its head and then be like, give me a second. Like I need a second. God, that hurt. Motherfucker. You know? Anyways, not related. Let's go back to Mark Wayne Mullen, whose first name is Mark Wayne. I want everybody to just absorb that. We've talked about it before. Mark Wayne Mullen. And he's talking about war. He's talking about war, you guys. Mark Wayne Mullen is talking about war. And let's see, is he a patriot? Let's go. Early life, graduated from high school, associate degree in construction technology from Oklahoma State University. Wait, he doesn't. Yes! You guys, it gets dumber. It gets fucking stupider. He has an associate's degree. You're welcome, Alice. In 2010, Mullen received an associate's degree. He attended Missouri Valley College but did not graduate. In 1997, at age 20, Mullen took over his father's business, Mullen Plumbing. So he's a plumber. And then in 2010, he gets an associate degree in construction technology. And then he's elected. I'm going to say this is kind of on you, Oklahoma. You elected this guy. At the time he was first elected to Congress in 2012, Mullen hosted House Talk. House Talk. Hey, you guys, welcome to another episode of House Talk. We're going to talk about houses and construction technology. How dumb. It's like it keeps on like, because the thing is that you get so numb to it that at first you go, oh yeah, he doesn't have this. And then you go, wait a fucking second. He doesn't have a fucking bachelor's degree. He's a plumber with an associate's degree that had a show called House Talk. Okay. When elected to Congress, Mullen owned Mullen Properties, Mullen Farms, and Mullen Services, in addition to Mullen Plumbing. In 2012, he reported between 200,000 and 2 million in income from 2 family companies and another 15 whatever in shares. Mullen's reported assets increased to a range of 31.6 million to 75.6 million. Pretty good for an associate's degree. But the main reason I want to look him up is he doesn't appear to have spent any time in the military, right? He also helped build he built barricades during the January 6th. He fought off the attackers on January 6th. I don't think this guy, he's talking about war like he served, and he doesn't have any, he's anti-trans. He voted against the Violence Against Women Act. What a fucking stupid fucking country we live in. You guys, I got to make enough money. We got to get this. I'll get to that. This is your Candace. What is my Candace Owens conspiracy theory? Is it that he's, I don't know. God, I'm bombing a joke again. I don't want to do that. Did he list his nationality as American Cherokee? Wait, that's not the right one. Here it is. Let's see. American Cherokee. I want to see what percentage of Cherokee he is. He's a citizen of the Cherokee Nation. He's one of 4 in Congress. Tell us how much you are. That's what we want to know. I want to know how Cherokee you are, bro. By the way, also, he was described as an undefeated MMA fighter. He fought in three fights. It's pretty easy. And he never left Oklahoma. Miami, Oklahoma. Let's see what Miami, Oklahoma looks like. Is a city in the county seat of Ottawa County, Oklahoma. They're all over the map. This is pretty weird to be. It's Miami, Oklahoma, in the county of Ottawa. They need to stop naming cities and counties after things that you guys get what I'm going at. Okay, let me see. I'm glad I heard. What plumbing degree? Plumbing? Jesse Plemons? Oh, yeah. Yes. This is what we should call him, Jesse Plemons. God, he's dumb. Let's get back into this because I liked this. I want to go back to this real quick.
Not to eliminate other possible alternatives to leadership.
This is war, and we're taking out the threat. And if
I bet that guy is like his big dumb nephew. Oh, those were 2 of the fights were from the same dude. Let me look at that again. That's so funny, dude. Let's see what Clinton Bonds is up to. Clinton bonds. Is he still fighting? Tapology. Dumb fucking country we live in. Pro MMA record: 1 win, 11 losses, 0 draws. Damn, dude. His last fight was against fucking. He shut it down. That ended him. He must hate Mark Wayne Mullen. All right. I'm going to stop being so ADD, and we're going to watch this whole. We're going to watch this this interview.
If you're part of the threat, then you have you're a target.
You'll concede this is war.
We haven't declared war. They declared war on us, but we haven't.
War. Secretary Hicks said
Senator,
we
when you
haven't
walked up
declared
just
this.
now, you
Yeah.
said this is war.
they called it war.
They called.
Okay, do you guys see the big dumb boy in the background? Watch him respond to the people asking questions. It looks like he's so close to just striking one of the journalists. This has to be like his sister's son or something like that. It might be one of his sons. He has 5 kids. They're all large.
You have you're a target.
You'll concede this is war.
We haven't declared war. They declared war on us, but we haven't.
Hulk smash journalism. That's what he's thinking.
What I was saying, okay, well, that was a misspoke. What I was saying that they've declared war on us, but war is ugly. It always has.
That was a misspoke. You guys, we have a senator with an associate's degree. I don't mean to be classist here, but we probably shouldn't have. You got to have a bachelor's degree. I don't think that's that much to ask. That you did 4 years. I'm not saying that people. And also, by the way, he's worth $75 million. Who am I to talk? This guy probably has a sick truck. Yeah, it does make me want to not get out of the fucking bed, Adam. This is so stupid. This is the guy. He said that was a misspoke. Let's go back to that.
Misspoke. What I was saying that they've declared war on us, but war is ugly. Okay, well, that was a misspoke. What I was saying that they've declared war on us, but war is ugly. It always has been ugly. But
you haven't gone to war.
We're taking out.
Are you talking about when you say war? Are you speaking about your 3 fights and 2 against Clinton bonds? Is that the war you know?
A regime that's been trying to attack us for quite some time.
But you're not conceding this.
They have not been trying to attack us. There's no evidence they've been trying to attack us.
We have declared war. So if we haven't declared war, then I don't see that. The president hasn't asked us to declare war yet. But they have declared war on us. We're just simply fighting the...
They declared war. War is ugly. War is ugly, but we did not declare war. We just are... We thought that they were gonna declare war, so we started a not war, but we are at war. But they started it because, murder them, Hulk. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is happening? God, what a dumb fucking asshole.
The threat that's
hold on, you guys got to go back to this.
So
this
if we haven't declared war, then I don't see that the president hasn't asked us to declare war yet.
Well, then, if we haven't declared war, then you can't war me. Say you war yourself. All right.
But they have declared war on us. We're just simply fighting the that's been. Our door for 47 years.
Support journalism you trust. Support.
Oh my God. Can we watch that one more time, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm just having so much fun. This is so funny.
Okay, well, that was a misspoke. What I was saying that they've declared war on us, but war is ugly. It always has been ugly. But we're at a We're taking out a regime that's been trying to attack us for quite some time.
But you're not conceding this is war.
We have declared war. So if we haven't declared war, then I don't see that. The president hasn't asked us to declare war yet, but they have declared war on us. We're just simply fighting the threat that's been at our door for 47 years.
Yeah. Can't declare war on me
PBS
if I
News.
don't. God, man.
Donate now, or even
This
better,
is so-
start a monthly contribution today.
So stupid. We live in just the dumbest timeline. Just the dumbest of the dumbest timelines. And that guy's gonna be our guy. That's gonna be our I'm gonna get back to this. But that's gonna be our Secretary of Homeland Security. What do I think about Tallarico? I don't know a ton about Tallarico. And by the way, James, thank you so much for shouting out the pod, throwing us a super chat. Really appreciate you staying on here. James Tallarico strikes me as the right kind of progressive. I think he's, he's like a self-professed kind of like, is he Catholic or Christian? Let's look. But the one thing that makes me go like, oh, I probably like this guy is that they have been trying to censor him, which is always a good sign. Like that always means that he's probably a troublemaker in the right ways. Let's see. There we go. War is ugly. It's a bar stool 2 out of 10. That was a war salad. Yeah, just declare a holy war. Say that this is a fatwa. Lean into it. That's what I like about the Iranians. They don't fuck around. They go like this. They go, Allah sent us to, cleanse the earth of these pig people. And we will strike with the fucking hammer of Muhammad. And then Americans are out here and they're like, well, it's not a war if if you can't attack me, and then call it a war. And I'm just fighting your war that you started. You started the war. That's what this feels like. These fucking dummies. But let's look at James Tallarico. He was born 7 years later than me, making me feel he was a Presbyterian seminarian. So he went to seminary, which is, I think, he went to tech. He got a Bachelor of Arts in Government. He joined Teach for America. He taught 6th grade English in San Antonio. Executive director of a nonprofit called Reasoning Minds. He later graduated from Harvard University with a Master's of Education degree in education policy. Not to be a motherfucker, but that's kind of what I want in a politician. Born to a single mother, so I'm not even being classist. Sounds like he bootstrapped his ways up. I think he sounds good. I don't know. I'm sure that there's like super lefty people that have some critiques of him. Thank you, Sanctus Fides. Yeah, I agree that, that I don't have a problem with, I do usually have a problem. He sounds like he might have some he doesn't, Tallarico doesn't sound Latino. What does he say? His mom, it doesn't say anything, but she later married Mark Tallarico. Anyways, I don't know much about him, but I was gonna say like a straight up white Christian, if they're not Catholic, and no offense if you're a Christian on here, I usually get a little uncomfortable when somebody's like, "Can I pray for you?" I go, "Why don't you focus on the Sudan? Why don't you go focus on Sudan?" But I've liked everything that I've seen of this guy. I don't know if he's as progressive as we want him to be. And even like when we like look at Zoran, like Zoran's doing good stuff, but like everybody that gets like put into this system kind of gets diluted and has to like make compromises. I mean, even AOC didn't condemn Israel for like, I don't know, fucking 2 years or something like that. Um, I do like Mamdani. And I like all these, I like that there's this wave of new progressive candidates coming out, but I, d- I think Mamdani is kind of like where we need to be at, because I don't think that we can fight. I don't think we can fight the Trump stuff anymore with like with moderacy. Like I don't think moderate like politics is like what's going to win this. I think it's far left politics. I think it's like neo socialism, American style, and like there is like an appetite for that because we saw the way that Bernie polled, and not to be a Bernie bro, but we saw the way Bernie polled in 2016 that there was like a part of the left and the moderate, the center that would kind of endorse those policies. So I think Mamdani is like the way we need to go, but I don't know who's going to be the the perfect recipe for that, because obviously like America is still very racist, very conservative, and very like very like easily swayed through misinformation and just like dumb shit, like half the fucking like anti-Obama thing is because they saw him put on traditional Ghanaian tribal wear, and then somebody said that he's a Muslim, and then they couldn't get over that. I mean, it he was also black, which is like, a big problem for them. But yeah, I like Tallarico. I like Mamdani. I like the new that young buck, Chuck Schumer. I think he's really going to ruffle some feathers this year. With he's he said that he's not going to give Deloitte 100% tax rebate. He said that McKinsey and Halliburton will have to pay property taxes on their offices. Jesus Christ. Oh man. I'm going to Texas tomorrow. Maybe I'll get to meet James Tallarico. Anybody know James Tallarico? I'll go down. Maybe I'll be the next Andrew Callahan. Do you guys agree with me that the Andrew Callahan, like I like Andrew Callahan, but do you kind of agree that like he shouldn't have been interviewing Shia? Like, like I like most of what he does. I think he's like a good journalist and pretty like even keeled. And I even think in that interview he did a good job of like not just like brushing over Shia's stuff, but like it's very clear that Shia LaBeouf is in a very bad mental state. And even though he's like a public figure that is, responsible for his actions at the end of the day, it's like, let's not put a camera in his face. Let's not put a camera on Kanye's face. It's mentally ill people and they're like sick. And I don't like defend what Kanye said and did and stuff like that, but like, and I think, there's like lots of issues with him, but I just think in general, like I have a friend who's bipolar. He talks about it, this very, very funny comic, Matt Pavich. And Matt is the sweetest, most thoughtful, really like just a really great person. And he's like really, really funny because he's like experienced a lot of kind of, he has a unique life. He grew up in New York. He's like a theater kid, but he kind of presents as like a jock, and he has this bipolar disease, and that's who he is. But when he's bipolar, he's like the biggest douchebag in the world. He's like, he goes Miami mode. And I know that when he's in that state, it's like everything he's saying should not be taken seriously, or, like we shouldn't hold him accountable for that stuff. Well, I don't want to say not hold them accountable, because it's like there's still like consequences to your actions or whatever. But yeah, I don't think we should have done that to Shia. It's mainly just because I want to see Shia in big budget films again, and I'm bummed that he's like kind of on the outs and he only can do like bit parts in movies that are like financed by like crypto producers, like that horrible movie where he played a Vato. We talked about James. I like the mayor of Seattle too. I was going to say that was my third. Jessica, Katie B. Wilson. I said Jessica, but like she's doing some good stuff. Like I think that this is like a good I agree with you, Sanctifieds. I agree with that. But sorry, I'm trying to stay on one topic because I'm all over the fucking place like every day of my life. But this is the Seattle mayor, and um, she's like a self-professed socialist and very progressive, but she's like trying to deal with the. I think, why is it not showing me the? It's supposed to show me the housing projects she was working on. That's why I'm on this page, but they won't let me see it. Oh, it's just that's the still, and it won't show me it. Anyways, um, she's good. Like this is like with the at the same time with the Zoran stuff. It's like it's not going to be that they like have a socialist fatwa, right? Like they're not going to come in and be like, dude, Adam, I don't think that's impossible. I think that's very possible that we get a Max. What did he do? Max Landis just did He-Man or something? That guy can't fail. And by that, I mean, he won't accept no for an answer. That's a rape joke. Max Landis got accused of rape. Um, but speaking of like progressive, these like progressive local politics, like they're not gonna come in and like be like New York is socialist now. You know what I mean? Um, but like they're gonna do stuff like Zoran like did the $30 an hour, like he raised like to like a reasonable wage, like taking money and like putting it actually in people's hands and putting it in actual people's programs that benefit like real New Yorkers, like not like building some kind of like Google sponsored like green space in the middle of a park so that we can have like branded activations. He's doing the GI Joe script. You're right. Thank you, Fancy Soda. I do think that it is kind of good that Shia is that he got his ass kicked. I do think that I'm not a big fan of violence, but I do think that getting your ass kicked occasionally can be the guiding light that will help you see through kind of your own BS. Um, what was I gonna say? Back in the day, I have been and will be again probably a member of a yes, I agree with you, Bloomy. The pre-K programs are huge, and my daughter is going to one of those pre-K programs hopefully in the fall, the 3K. Um, thank you, Franz. I agree. I know I don't think he's dumb in the sense that like I don't think he's dumb. I think he's like he lives in an alternate universe. I think that he's like a golden retriever with a nuclear bomb. Like he's just like he just wants belly rubs and affirmation constantly, and he's like a huge whore for the like just kind of like just like being around stuff that people like the Kanye, the Zoran, like that's how he's like switching between these things because he's like, oh, people like this, like, oh, I'm part of that. And the thing is, I just don't think he's stupid. I do think he's stupid, but I mean, I don't think he's like unaware. Um, and I think he's just one of those guys that's like I've been around rich guys like that before, especially in Hollywood. Adam can tell you, there's lots of rich, powerful guys that get to these jobs and they'll be like, what if we had a show that used a technology that isn't invented yet? Let's put all of our budget, and by that I mean not enough money to actually make a TV show, and let's get a new technology. And oh, you're welcome, Accessibility. Um, I'm really happy for 2 years, man. Really, really great shit. Um, but with these TV shows, they'll just try to do stuff that's impossible, and then they'll blame you because you didn't do the impossible. I mean, that's kind of the Trump basically is like a TV executive. It's the same thing. Yeah, he probably has rabies. It's so funny. I wish that somebody would come out. I was thinking about this the other day. It would be really nice if somebody came out with like just a record of Trump paying for an abortion. There has to be an abortion that Trump paid for. There has to be multiple. But I wonder if it's like those like IV people where they just like pop in and they're like, like how you can get an IV in your house now. Like, do rich people just get abortions in home? Like, sit on the couch. We're gonna do this. There was something else I was talking about. I don't know what it was. Oh shit, what would that be like? Yes, golden retrievers aren't orange enough. I I I don't know. I think Trump is, while I think Trump is like evil and maniacal, I think that he's empowered by the fact that the real decision makers and the real like evil in our world, they can just use him. Hey, Sanctifieds, I will be in Tyler tomorrow and Saturday, and I'll be in Dallas on Sunday, and then I'll be back down in Houston and Austin later this year. But if anybody's in Texas, come on out to that. I gotta go pretty soon because my daughter is her nanny's gonna go home, and I gotta parent, which I gotta say, pretty hard, pretty difficult. So let's play some GeoGuessr before we go. And I would like to do this longer. I like these midday ones because they're so much easier. Right. And now, yeah, Sanctified. They'll be down there in hopefully in the fall at some point. I got to talk to Brian over at the Riot in Montrose. But here we are. Let's go to the daily challenge. I got to start playing this more when I'm not on here, when I'm not on the stream with you guys, because I want to get better at this. Okay, so we got English on this sign. This is giving me Middle East, but I saw English on that sign. That looks like Arabic. You think Puerto Rico? No, there's Arabic in here. I'm gonna say Egypt. I'm gonna say up in the north of Egypt. Let's see what you guys are saying. Puerto Rico. See, because we only know so many places where they actually can like take a picture, like, and it isn't. There's like only, I don't know, like 10 Arab countries right now that aren't in conflict. But you know what? Fuck. This could be North Africa because I see French now. Oh, this is hard. I haven't seen an Algerian flag yet, though. Let's go back. I feel like usually these countries have like, every country like has like at some point they're gonna put like a little flag up. Okay, so there's women are wearing the hijab. The problem is they speak French as the kind of colonial language in a lot of. Okay, we just gotta guess because we're running out of time. I'm gonna say, let's go to a suburb of Algiers. I have a feeling it's Morocco. We'll go to Taraga. Ready? Damn. I was gonna say Tunisia was a possibility. That's not bad. All right, let's see what's up next. What did you guys guess? Morocco? I feel like we've gotten this one before. Stoklo Dome. So we're looking at Eastern Europe. It might be Poland. You think Estonia? Ontario Sportswear. The Bricks Pub. I'm pretty sure this is Poland. All right, guys. I'm going to go Poland. I'm going to go sunny, flat. I'm going to go up outside of Gdansk, right there. Ready? Damn, I was way off. Fuck. It was Bosnia, right? Croatia. Fuck. You guys, I'm gutted. Utenos Mesa. Okay, that looks like Spanish. The problem is, this could be South America, but nobody's flying a flag outside of their shit. Valdiva. I think these motherfuckers gave us another fucking Balkan state. I think it's like a brewery. Thank you, James. It was right there. Okay, this looks like Northern Europe. You know what? I think this actually might be one of these. Let's try Lithuania, you guys. We're going to try right there in Lithuania. There's what we're talking about. Latvia. It was not the right country, but it was damn close. I knew it was going to be one of those countries. I'm almost willing to bet this is Australia. Could be Africa. It's a big kind of minerals. I think that's Spanish. Warak Nabil, Saint Arnaud, Ballarat. So I guess this could be French. It looks too, I guess it could be a French colony. Everybody said French. But look at this. It says CLA Art Trail on left. That's what's confusing me. We gotta get back to this sign. We got a minute. I want to see what this sign says. Lascelles. Okay, I'm gonna go French. I'm gonna go French. I'm gonna go to the south of France, near Toulouse. Okay. By the way, I'll be in France in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go right down here. We're gonna go right there, and we're gonna see how far we are. Ready? Guys. 0 points. All right, this is good to know. The bollards. That's what the bollards look like in Australia. Wow. Big L today, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Randy Savage. You were closer. We were so far off. Okay, here we go. Last one. I think this is South America. Or it could be Central Asia. The housing, though, is giving me like Chile. Give me one of these businesses. There we go. Complete Valdeland. Okay, this is you guys. This is gonna be up here. Watch me rock some worlds right here. I think this is gonna be right around here. Same country. But it was way south. I didn't know they had skiing that south. Well, you guys, sometimes you're not as good as you should be. Sometimes you're not the GeoGuessr you'd like to be. This was really fun. You guys, let's do it next week. I think I'm gonna do it Thursday again because I have to travel on Wednesday. So let's say Thursday, barring any changes in my schedule, but like 12 Eastern. We'll do 12 Eastern again, if that's good with everybody. And I will try to have all of, try to step it up a little bit, you know? Try to get a better camera. I'll trim my mustache. I'll build a set like Nick Fuentes. What else will I do? But I'm also going to practice. I'm going to practice GeoGuessr because I'm paying for it now. And I owe you guys a championship belt. If you are in any of these places, please come out and see me. And also my social team. I'll have them post this on the channel, whatever, community tab. But I will be in Tyler, Texas tomorrow and Saturday. I will be in Dallas on Sunday. I will be in Salt Lake City next Friday and Saturday. Then the next Friday and Saturday, I will be in Detroit and then Pittsburgh. And then my European tour starts the next weekend. Saturday in Amsterdam at Clink Comedy. Sunday in Rotterdam at Club Hog in Rotterdam. The 31st, Berlin. The 1st, Vienna. The 2nd, still undecided, but probably Bern, Switzerland. The 3rd, Zurich. The 4th, Paris. The 5th, Manchester. The 6th, London or Dublin, one of those two. And then I'm going home. And then I'll be on the road with Ronnie and Hassan for a little bit. But I'll see you guys. Soon. Thanks for all your support. Thanks again, James Factor Reset, for throwing us some dough. Anything I'm forgetting, Rudy? Okay. Okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, everybody.